Tesla, that stock had a stellar run over the last 6 months, up 294%. Not everybody on the street is rejoicing in that news. The short sellers, among others, have lost $8.4 billion. I feel like Dr. Evil when I say that. $8.4 billion on the auto stock since January. Joining us now is Greg Zuckerman, special writer for the Wall Street Journal. Greg, this is a huge loss for people who are shorting the stock. And the other part of this story, though, is that Elon Musk was actually strategizing to burn them.
He's been baiting them. He's been wishing them ill will. What's fascinating is that the short sellers are both individual investors, mom and pop kind of people, and a lot of hedge funds, a lot of sophisticated hedge funds taking on huge losses. Some of them have had to bail out. Jim Chanos is sticking with his short position. But there's been a pain all over for every kind of investor. It's
kind of baffling on some level that a lot of people want anything to do with this stock. I mean, you noted in your piece as well the enormous trading volume around Tesla. And yes, that's some of the same people doing the trades, but it's also a lot of individuals, a lot of institutions. And it's fascinating to me that what is such a volatile situation that they want to get involved on either side of it.
Yeah, well, I've never seen passion like this for a single stock. It's been a decade or two. We're on both sides. You have people that believe in Musk. They think he's the greatest executive out there. He's going to lead the company. It's going to be the most valuable company. Sort of somewhat intelligent, sophisticated people. And others who look at the numbers and say they're not producing many cars. It's a difficult, challenging business with low margins. And they're just as passionate about how the company is overpriced. The stock, at least, is overpriced.
Go ahead.
No, I'm actually really glad you bring up this point because it seems as if analysts are all over the place when it comes to Tesla. I've seen ranges that are very high, but also incredibly low. Why do you think that people cannot get a good read on this company? Do they just continue to be wrapped up in the enigma and perhaps the genius of Elon Musk that they are ignoring fundamentals with the company itself?
Well, not to compare Tesla to some of these other companies I'm going to mention, but in the past few years, we as investors have gotten wrapped up in stories, be it Valiant, be it WeWork. And too often, I've written a book about investors who use sophisticated algorithms, and too often the reason is because too often we as investors get caught up in greed and emotion, and maybe some of them are getting caught up in the emotion about Tesla.
I've got to put you on the spot, and I know journalists are loath to tell their opinion, but you think it's overpriced?
Is it overpriced? I thought it was overpriced a few hundred points ago, so you don't want to be listening to me.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.